One of my niche store did $33,000 in revenue in 2 days. And the interesting thing is, the product itself wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't some viral TikTok product, and it wasn't some insane creative. And also, the store didn't even start with a huge budget. But what made this store actually grow is something that most dropshipping creators almost never talks about. Everyone online talks about winning products, winning ads, winning creatives, but after running stores since 2019, I realized something much more important, which is it's not about products, it's about demand. When I first started dropshipping, I used to do what most beginners do. I would scroll through ads library, TikTok ads, Facebook ads, and you know what, trying to find the next product that looked like it was selling. And every time something didn't work, I assumed that the product was the problem. So I would just restart with new product, new store, new niche. And I see the exact same pattern today. People don't actually test products, they just restart over and over again. When I started scaling this store, I noticed something interesting, that the product that was selling were not random. They all had something in common. People were already searching for them. There was already demand in market. And you know what? That changes the entire business model, because when demand already exists, now you are not convincing people to buy something, you are just capturing demand. Think about it like this: there are two types of traffic now. First is demand generation, and second one is demand capture. When someone sees a Facebook ads, they were not planning to buy that product. You have to convince them, you have to show benefits, you have to educate them. And you know what, when someone is searching for a product, they already know the problem, they already want the solution, but they are just deciding which store to buy from. And that's a completely different situation, and it is very easier for conversion to as compared to Facebook and TikTok ads. And that's exactly my store started scaling. As you can see this graph, and अभी मैं इसको और भी ज़्यादा scale करने वाला हूँ. So instead of chasing random products, I focused on a specific niche where people already had problems. But you know what? Within that niche, there were dozens of products people were searching for. That means there were existing demand in market, and people were getting consistent sales. So instead of relying on one product, my store started scaling from multiple products, and that's one of the biggest advantages of niche stores. Let's say you have a product that sells for $50 and your product cost is around $12, and your ad cost is around $20. Total cost is $32, and your profit per order is $18. And if you get 25 orders per day, your per day profit is $450, which is $13,000 profit per month. And this is just one product. I have multiple products in my store which are selling consistently, which are giving me sales consistently. Now imagine your niche store has 10 to 15 products that people are searching for, and even if only a few of them started performing well, the revenue can scale quickly. And that's exactly what is happening with my store. It wasn't from one product, it was the combination of multiple products inside one niche. Now imagine your niche store has 10 to 15 products that people are searching for, and even if only a few of them start performing well, the revenue can scale quickly. And that's exactly what's happening with my store. It wasn't one product that made me $33,000 in 2 days. It's a combination of multiple products inside one niche. And this is when I realized something that most people misunderstand about dropshipping, that dropshipping is not a product business, it is a testing business. And every successful store you see today is basically the result of enough experiment going right. Most of my stores follow a very simple structure. First is evergreen products, they sell all year. Second one is seasonal products, these spikes during certain time of the year. Third is trending products, which is for fast growth, and these explodes when demand suddenly increases. And when you combine all three, the store becomes much more stable. Evergreen products brings consistent revenue, seasonal products creates spike, and trending products create sudden growth, which is a combined revenue system. Another thing that helped me scale my store faster was turning everything into a system. You know what? Product research becomes a process, ad testing becomes a process, store optimization becomes a process. Once everything becomes repeatable, you can just start delegating, and that's when the business actually starts scaling. So if you are struggling with dropshipping right now, ask yourself something honestly. Are you guys, एक second, are you guys testing products, or are you just restarting over and over again? Because these two things look very similar, but they lead to completely different outcomes. In the next video, I'll break down something that most beginners misunderstand, which is product research, because the way people search for products right now is completely backwards, but I'll talk about that in next video.